Hello everybody. Welcome. Welcome. I'm not at my place, so I won't spend too much time. Some people actually want me to be here for more than 1 hour. I don't think I'll be here for 1 hour. I'm in transit and I had to pack. So I have this meeting, this live session. So for those of you who might not know, every first Sunday of the month I come live on TikTok, to go deep on spirituality, soul exploration, share some of my experiences when it comes to decolonizing yourself, when it comes to towing authentic spirituality paths. As you join, please some people are jumping in and jumping off. As you join, just stay with us, share this live. I'm going to be introducing you to information that will truly transform you, that will truly empower you, that will truly help you tap into your best self, that will truly help you take your personal power journey to the next level. So welcome everybody. Welcome. So as I was saying, every first Sunday of the month I come live on TikTok to go beyond the surface of the requirement for spirituality, the requirement for taking your life to the next level, the requirement for living your best life as far as your soul, your body, and your mind is concerned, right? We cannot overemphasize the need for a lot of Africans to decolonize themselves, to decolonize their minds, decolonize their souls, decolonize their bodies. And I meet a lot of people every single time, every single day. I meet different people, both online and offline, and I see that most of them have not done any serious work as far as decolonization is concerned, as far as stripping themselves of the cloak that those who are not really interested in their empowerment put on them, right? So welcome. This is 304. Once it's 305, I'll just eat it off. I'm just trying to wait for a few people to join us, and then I'll hit it off. You are definitely, your staying with me would be worth it. I can guarantee that. Your staying with me on this life will be worth it. You are definitely going to be learning some new things, gaining some new clarity, fresh clarity, fresh insight, and you will be able to implement some of the things I'm going to be introducing to you immediately after this session, right? So once it's 305, I'm going to hit it off. So so it's 305. So what does it really mean to decolonize your mind, your soul, your body? What does it mean to decolonize your soul, your mind, your body? Now, it's pretty important that you understand, some of the things that have happened in the last 1,000 years in Africa. Okay, for more than a century, there has been colonization. Trans-Saharan colonization, transatlantic colonization. Sorry, there's been slave trade. Trans-Saharan slave trade and transatlantic slave trade, right? And all kinds of things have happened because of that. All kinds of things have happened because of that. And in the last 500 to 1,000 years, there's been a heavy disconnect, right? Africans have become disconnected from their true heritage. Africans have become disconnected from their true roots, right? Hence, you find that the Africans currently on the scene, the Africans currently alive today, are heavily susceptible to, oh, expensive pato, yeah, welcome. Yeah, you know, they you know, you find that Africans of today are Africans that talk about battling depression. You know, the Africans that talk about procrastinating, battling procrastination, because they don't know who they are. You know, they've inherited a legacy of disconnect. They're not connected to their roots. They don't know who they are as individuals. Nothing like personal discovery has been done. They know nothing about their, you know, foreparents, you know, their ancestors. Know nothing about their bloodline. Know nothing about their family line, their family tree. You know, they know nothing, right? And so they are heavily disconnected from the very substance that defines, that helps to define their identity, right? If you have lived in Africa, if you were born and raised in Africa, you've definitely been indoctrinated by the instrument of colonization. And when we talk about the instruments of colonization, we're talking about ignorant parenting, we're talking about organized religion, we're talking about conventional schooling, we're talking about the media, we're talking about politics, the political systems, we're talking about the economic systems, right? And you as an individual, the onus is on you. See, if you want to wield personal power, if you don't want to be that kind of person who is a puppet of other powers, Susie Mayom, welcome. If you don't want to be someone who will live his or her life as a puppet for the rest of your life, you definitely need to pay attention to decolonizing yourself, right? There are all kinds of antics of colonization. For centuries, slave trade happened in Africa, centuries. Then colonization happened. Slave trade and colonization were both designed to colonize the body, souls, and mind of Africans, right? So if you were raised by ignorant parenting, if you were raised by organized religion, Islam, Christianity, if you were raised by conventional schooling, if most of the information you get is from mainstream media, trust me, you need to yield yourself to decolonization, right? And you know, you need to find, discover your history, the history of colonization. You need to discover the motives behind colonization, the motives behind slave trade, right? Now, understand that colonization is a process of derooting you from all the things that is natural to you. Colonization is a process of derooting you, disconnecting you from your roots, derooting you from all that's natural to you. And colonization is mostly done holistically, right? And this is what I like to refer to as holistic colonization, right? And I'm not even just talking about the colonization of your body, of your mind, and of your soul alone. I'm also referring to the colonization of your land, of your spirituality, of your culture, of your economy, of your politics, of your music. Holistic colonization. All that has happened to you is holistic colonization. Every ramification of your existence has been colonized. So you as an individual, the onus is on you to decolonize yourself holistically. See, when we talk about holistic decolonization, it is usually to the degree of your holistic colonization. It's usually to the degree that you have been colonized. And see, it is the degree of your colonization that will determine the degree of your decolonization. Right? See, most people have been colonized by ignorant parenting, ignorant eldership, ignorant neighbors, right? Organized religion, conventional schooling, music, the media, politics. They have been colonized by all of these institutions, right? And hence, they are puppets of all these different institutions. And no puppet will wield personal power. No puppet will wield power. Mr. Saeed, welcome. No puppet will wield personal power. There is no way in this world. There is no way you are going to be able to attain onto personal power as a puppet. If you're a puppet of ignorant parenting, if you're a puppet of organized religion, if you're a puppet of conventional schooling, if you're a puppet of ignorant eldership, if you're a puppet of ignorant friends, right? If you're a puppet of music, the media, politics, there is no way you are going to wield personal power. It is proof positive that you have been colonized. You have been colonized holistically. See, when I meet with any individual for the first time, any question I'm asking them, it is to know if they are puppets or puppeteers. For instance, on the internet, there are two types of internet users. Apart from the creators of those internet platforms, whatever it is, whether it's Google, whether it's Facebook, whether it's TikTok, those are the grand puppeteers. Mark Zuckerberg is one of the grand puppeteers. Right? Apart from those grand puppeteers, the users of anything on the internet are either puppeteers or puppets. Puppeteers are creators. They create something. They are creatives. They create. Puppets are the ones who are waiting for the puppeteers to create something before they can enjoy what they create. And that's the way a lot of people are, even in real life. They are either victims of life or people who are proactively marshalling their life. Every puppet is a victim. Every puppet is either a victim or a potential victim. No puppet wields personal power. If you were raised in Africa, if you were raised in America and you are an African, you are a melanated person. If you were raised in UK, you need decolonization rituals. You need to really decolonize yourself. If you have not proactively kickstarted the decolonization process, the holistic decolonization process, you need to start it today. You need to start it today. Otherwise, you are never going to become a force to be reckoned with, either in your lifetime, neither are you going to be able to leave a lasting legacy after you are gone. Puppets don't leave lasting legacies. The kind of people that listen to my content are not the general people. They are individuals who want to kickstart their awakening journey. They are interested in personal power. They are interested in leaving a legacy. They are interested in upgrading society. They are interested in upgrading their community. They are interested in advancing Afrocentric civilization. Those are the kind of people that value my content.
Now, when we talk about decolonization, the very first thing you need to begin to pay attention to is the art of discovery. The art of discovery. The art of discovery. Now, generally, there are two categories of discovery. The number one most important discovery is personal discovery, self-discovery. And the other kind of category of discovery is other kinds of discovery. There is personal discovery and there is other discoveries. When we talk about other discoveries, we're talking about family discovery, we're talking about bloodline discovery, we're talking about clan discovery, we're talking about community discovery, we're talking about cultural discovery, ancestral discovery, mother nature discovery, the discovery of the Orishas, the discovery of ancient civilizations that your ancestors architectured. But the first important discovery is personal discovery. If you do not initiate your personal discovery journey, you are never going to decolonize. You are forever going to remain a puppet of the colonizers. A lot has happened in Africa in the last 1,000 years. From the tyranny of the Arabs to the tyranny of the Europeans, the Caucasians, in the last 1,000 years. So see, everybody, every African alive today carries in their DNA transgenerational traumas. Transgenerational traumas. And they need to decolonize, they need to heal. And the only way you are going to heal is by being intentional first about personal discovery. Personal discovery is the first stage to decolonization. If you're an African, and I don't care where you are in the world, whether you're in the US, you're in Canada, you're in Europe, you're in Africa, you're in the Caribbean, if you're African and you've been raised by the tyrannical systems, you need to decolonize. Otherwise, you are never going to find yourself. You're never going to discover yourself. There's a popular phrase that people use when we talk about the discovery of purpose. It is a three-letter word. Sorry, it's a three-word phrase. Who am I? There is no way you are ever going to discover yourself in this modern age if you as an individual do not pay attention to decolonizing yourself, the process, the art of decolonization. And decolonization begins with personal discovery. Now, I wrote a book last year titled Personal Discovery Secrets. If you're here and you have never heard of that book, you're hearing about it for the first time. It's on Amazon. Just type Personal Discovery Secrets on Amazon. Right? But if you want to buy it directly from me, it's cheaper. On Amazon, it's $54. If you want to buy it directly from me, it's cheaper. Right? In that book, I detail the different things you need to do to kickstart your personal discovery journey. Everybody needs to kickstart their personal discovery journey. You need to kickstart your personal discovery journey. Most especially as an African. Most especially as an African. There are two forms of discoveries. Personal discovery and other discoveries. There are countless other things that you need to discover. But the first important thing you need to pay attention to is personal discovery. Now, when I talk about personal discovery, I'm talking about the first stage of personal power. The first stage of personal power. Now, what is power? When I talk about personal power, those who know me will tell you that I'm a huge advocate of personal power. So what is power? My simplest definition of power is the ability to be in control. Power is the ability to be in control. Either the ability to be in control of yourself, or control of one's life, or the control of the economy, or the control of the community, or the control of my family. Power is the ability to be in control. Power is the ability to be in control. Now, there are different kinds of powers. There are different kinds of powers, but the most important one I like to advocate for is personal power. You are not going to cultivate personal power if you do not kickstart your personal discovery journey. And like I said, get my book, Personal Discovery Secrets, if you want to learn everything about personal power. Now, there are 6 pillars for wielding personal power. 6 pillars. Number 1 is your mind. Number 2 is your emotions. Number 3 is your body. Number 4 is your spirituality. Number 5 is your sexuality. And number 6 is your economy. These are the 6 pillars for wielding personal power. And you need to cultivate these different pillars. Your mind, your emotions, your body, your spirituality, your sexuality, and your economy. Now, one of the things I tell people as far as decolonization is concerned is the science of fasting. Fasting is the first self-care regimen. If you claim that you take care of yourself, if you claim that you are interested in biohacking your best life, and you are not involved in intermittent fasting, you are not for real. I tell people to fast at least once a week for the rest of your life, at least once a week. Every Sunday for me is a day of fasting. Even though on a normal day, I don't even eat before 12 noon. Right? The 6 pillars for wielding personal power are your mind, your emotions, your body, your spirituality, your sexuality, and your economy. If you're not paying attention to these 6 pillars, you're not going to wield real personal power. The kind of personal power that can affect your life positively and go ahead to affect other people's lives as well. Right? Now, let me introduce you to the 9 stages of power. The 9 stages of power. See, if you're here, please kindly tap your screen and share this live. Every Sunday I come live. I come live every Sunday. Every first Sunday to have a discussion with those who are following me here on TikTok around spirituality or sexuality or soul exploration or things of that nature. Everything in between, right? Because I'm committed to sowing the seeds of awakening in the lives of every African the universe gives me the opportunity to meet. And since I'm on TikTok, and the TikTok algorithm is a very, very phenomenal algorithm, I've chosen to use TikTok as the platform where I come live every first Sunday of the month to try to educate my brothers and sisters. Non-mainstream education, the kind of education that truly will empower them for life. I'm all about sustainable empowerment. I'm not the kind of person who wants to give you information so that I'm not the kind of person who wants to give you the kind of information so that you come back to me again. I want to give you the kind of information that you can run with for the rest of your life and then not needing me again for the rest of your life. That's the way I operate. My mantra is sustainable empowerment. Now, I just talked about the 6 pillars for wielding personal power. Now, I want to talk about the 9 stages of power. The 9 stages of power. Personal power is the first stage of power. Personal power is the first stage of power. If you as an individual have not kickstarted your personal journey, your personal discovery journey, trust me, you don't have personal power. You are a puppet of something. You are a puppet of something, it's guaranteed. Right? Now, when we talk about personal power, we're talking about the mastery of yourself, the mastery of your soul, of your body, of your spirit. When we talk about your soul, we're talking about your mind, we're talking about your emotions. The mastery of your faculty endowments, your soul, your mind, your spirit, your body. Proactively discovering these faculty endowments and nurturing them accordingly. That is how you set sail to personal power. Personal power is the first stage of power. The second stage of power is family power. The second stage of power is family power. Every individual in your family should have kickstarted their personal discovery journey. And then all of you will synergize on the basis of your personal power. You will now be able to have corporate family power. Family power is the second stage of power. The third stage of power is community power. We have different families that has individual family members who have kickstarted their personal discovery journey and have been on that journey for a while, whether it's been for 1 year or for 1 decade or for 1 century. Community power is the third stage of power. Community power is the third stage of power. The fourth stage of power is subnational power. States, state influence. Subnational influence. That is the fourth stage of power. The fifth stage of power is national power. National influence. National influence. You have been able to grow from personal power to family power to community power to subnational power to national power. National power is the fifth stage of power. It doesn't end there. The sixth stage of power is regional power. Regional power. You now have regional influence. E.g., West Africa, East Africa, Southern Africa, North Africa. Regional power. The seventh stage of power is continental power. You have continental influence. The seventh stage of power is continental power. The eighth stage of power is global power. You have global influence. And the ninth stage of power is interglobal power. Interglobal or transglobal power. Interglobal or transglobal power. Every individual should grow from personal power to family power to community power to subnational power to national power. Whenever I meet a politician, an aspiring politician, and I have a conversation with that person, I want to find out how they have grown through the rank. I want to find out if they have kickstarted their personal discovery journey, or if they just want to be a puppeteer, if they just want to be an oppressor, if they just want to be an oppressor. Anybody that has power, anybody that has grown through the ranks, through the stages of power, knows not to use power for oppressive purpose. They use power to empower others. They use power to educate others. They use power to equip others. Yeah, greetings, Adenike Omot, greetings. They use power to upgrade the quality of other people's lives. That is what power is for. They use power to protect others, not to oppress others. It is those who have not been raised with the discipline of power. The discipline of power, those are the people that try to use power to oppress others or to do wickedness to other people. Power is for duty. Power is responsibility. Responsibility of upgrading society, of raising a family, of building a community, of building a nation, of building the continent. That is what power is for. Power is not for oppression. Power is not for tyranny. Power is not for tyranny. Power is not for oppression. It is only weak minds, weak souls that use their power to oppress others. Real power is for the purpose of uplifting, for the purpose of empowerment, for the purpose of educating people, for the purpose of enlightening people, for the purpose of inspiring people unto greatness, for the purpose of inspiring people unto responsibility. That is what power is for. And you grow power, you cultivate power. All of us were born with the seed of power locked in us, locked in our DNA. But you see, because of the agents of disinformation, because of the institutions of disinformation, these institutions include ignorant parenting, include organized religion, conventional schooling. You find a bachelor's degree holder who is depressed. You find a master's degree holder who is still battling depression, a PhD holder, because these things introduces them to power. So it's pretty important that we understand what I'm talking about. It is pretty important that you understand the need for decolonizing yourself, decolonizing your mind, decolonizing your soul. Hello? Smart Laundry, welcome.
How are you doing, Chairman?
Yeah, I'm okay, welcome. Do you want to contribute?
Yes. Yes.
Go ahead.
Well, just give me some minutes, please. Okay, just give me some minutes, please. I'll come back again, please.
Okay, no problem. So it's pretty important that we understand the essence, the universal essence of decolonization. Enough of Africans behaving like the puppets of non-Africans. Enough of that. Enough of Africans thinking that non-Africans are more intelligent than them. Enough of that. The reason you want to decolonize, the reason you want to initiate the decolonization process is so that you can awaken your natural genius. Every African child was born a genius. Every African child, including that child that a teacher called a dummy. That child was born a genius. There is no non-African that wields a more powerful genius than an African. None. There is no non-African that wields a more powerful genius than Africans. Africans are the grandmasters of genius, the great-grandmothers of genius, the grandfathers of genius. But because of the agents of disinformation and the institutions of disinformation, a lot of Africans have been degenocized. If you're an African and you do not consider yourself a genius, something has happened to you. And you need to proactively initiate the process of decolonization. You need to proactively initiate the process of decolonization. Like I said, every first Sunday of the month, I come live on TikTok to have this conversation around spirituality, authentic spirituality. And today we are talking about the decolonization of your mind, soul, and body. Question: have you kickstarted your decolonization process? See, Jeff Bezos is not more intelligent than me. Elon Musk is not more intelligent than me. Bill Gates is not more intelligent than me. These are guys who have been given the artifacts and the manuscripts that were stolen from Africa, and it's been transcribed. It's been transcribed to them. Now, you and I do not have access to those artifacts. The artifacts of our own ancestors, the manuscripts of our own ancestors, that holds ageless information, ageless knowledge, that holds ageless wisdom. You and I don't have access to those information. But you see, one of the major things I'm advocating for is to sensitize Africans of who they are and of whose bloodline they hail from. That is why I dedicate the first Sunday of every month to come live on TikTok to have this conversation. So it's pretty important that you understand how needed decolonization is. You need to decolonize. And I talk about holistic decolonization. The decolonization of your mind, of your soul, of your body, of your lifestyle. The holistic decolonization. If you're not proactive about it, then you are a puppet. If you're not interested in decolonizing yourself, then you are a puppet. You are a puppet of something. You're either a puppet of someone or of something or both. You're a puppet of systems, tyrannical systems. It is pretty important to decolonize your soul, your mind, your body. The first important thing you must do to begin the decolonization process of your body is to pay attention to nutrition. Fasting is the first important step to decolonizing your body. Every Sunday, ensure that you fast. Don't break your fast until at least 3 p.m. every Sunday. You need to even rest your body because you have stressed it with all manner of fake food in the course of the week. You have stressed it with the stress of whatever it is that you do. Now, fasting is a way you give your body some break, some healthy break. For the rest of your life, ensure you fast every Sunday, once a week. Fast every Sunday. It's one of the ways you decolonize your body. Because your body has been colonized with all kinds of food that is not even gene compatible with you. So it's pretty important that we understand the need for decolonization. All the people I invited to join me on this live, most of them did not join me. I've been here for 37 minutes. I have less than 23 minutes left. So I've said a lot of things. For those of you who are just joining me, every first Sunday of the month I come live to have discussions, a discussion around authentic spirituality, Afrocentric spirituality, cultural discovery, our ancestry, African sciences, sexuality, and things of that nature, soul exploration. Every first Sunday. So I choose a particular theme for each week, and for this week, what I've chosen is how to decolonize your body, your body, your mind, body, and soul forever. Once you have succeeded in decolonizing your body, then you are free for life. You keep walking the path of freedom. You're no longer going to be the puppet of any human being. You're no longer going to be the puppet of any system. You now have power to design the trajectory of your life, power to design the outcome of your life. You are not going to be depending on no government. You are not going to be depending on nobody. You are going to be wielding personal power. Right? So pretty important, that you pay attention to the decolonization ritual. You pay attention to the decolonization process. Decolonize your mind, body, and soul. Decolonize your mind, body, and soul forever. Let nobody deceive you. Let nobody, hold you to ransom. Let nobody do that to you. We live in a free world. You are free to become whatever you want to be, but you need to decolonize yourself first. If you do not proactively decolonize yourself, you are cheating yourself. You are cheating yourself. You are cheating yourself from accessing your ancestral archives. You're cheating yourself from accessing your Akashic record. You're cheating yourself from becoming the best version of yourself perpetually, in perpetuity. You're cheating yourself from accessing higher and higher doses of happiness, of joy, of intelligence, holistic intelligences. You're cheating yourself of evolving into a god. You're cheating yourself. If you do not decolonize or initiate the decolonization process, you are cheating yourself. So yeah, if anybody have any question, I've been here for 40 minutes. If anybody have any question, you can go ahead and ask in the comment section. If you have any question around spirituality, you know, the phenomenon of the human soul, sexual, you know, decolonization. If you have any question around that, do well to ask it in the comment section, or you can send a request to come live to ask me your questions. Any question? Any question? I don't come live for more than 1 hour, so I've been here for 41 minutes, and I've really dropped a lot of information. For those of you who are just joining, I normally upload the live sessions on TikTok on my YouTube channel. So after this live, or you could go do it right away, on my bio, you see the YouTube icon, my YouTube icon. Go subscribe to my YouTube channel. You know, some of the past TikTok live sessions that I've had in the past are currently on my YouTube channel. So you could go enjoy yourself by, you know, watching some of those, you know, fantastic sessions that I uploaded on YouTube. I've talked about different subjects of life, including business, including entrepreneurship, including sexuality, including spirituality. So if you're not following me, if you're not yet subscribed to my YouTube channel, go do that. The link is in my, the icon is in my bio. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. And today I just talked about the requirement for decolonizing your mind, body and soul. So does anybody have any question concerning that? If I'm not going to get any question, then I'm going to be jumping up this live shortly. Any question? Any question? I'm not one of those people that will just come on live, come on TikTok live for you know, 2 hours, 10 hours. I used to do it, but I no longer do it. Except maybe, you know, I'm getting engagement, you know, people are asking me questions and all of that, except that, or people are contributing to the live. But right now, in the past 43 minutes, I've been the only one talking. So if anybody have any question, ask me now. Otherwise, I'm going to be jumping up this live right now. Do you have any question around, you know, the requirement for decolonizing your mind, decolonizing your body, decolonizing your soul? Any question? Any question? Okay, if there's no question, then this is where I'm going to be drawing the curtains for this live. So thank you everybody for joining me. Every first Sunday of the month, I come live on TikTok. You know, the first Sunday of July, I'll be coming live again. I come live multiple times for different reasons, but for this particular reason, when it comes to the subject of the authentic spirituality exploration of an African, when it comes to the authentic sexuality of an African, when it comes to the requirement for soul exploration, ancestral discovery, bloodline discovery, that is what the first Sunday of the month is dedicated to. And for everybody who joined me, I appreciate you. Thank you for joining. You know, next month, first Sunday of next month, I'll be coming live again. I will choose a particular topic and I will discuss it with you guys. But I didn't have anybody to come on live to discuss it because a lot of people are too afraid to have this discussion publicly, and I understand. So yeah, thank you everybody for joining. Do have a most splendid week ahead of you. And then yeah, I'm still coming live by 5 o'clock. I'll be joining Mr. Femi Jubal. I'm the Vice President, Strategy and Planning of an NGO called Brothers Lifting Brothers. If you guys are not following, go follow the TikTok account of Brothers Lifting Brothers right now. at Brothers Lifting Brothers. Go follow that account right now, because we're trying to get it to 1,000 followers so that we can begin to come live on that account. But in the meantime, go and follow Mr. Femi Jubal at Femi Jubal. For those of you who are not yet following him, go and follow him. He's going to be coming live by 5 p.m. and we're going to be discussing the tenets of brotherhood. So go follow him, guys. Share my content. You can duet my videos. You can repost my videos. I share only conscious content. I share intentional content that can help you biohack your best life, that can help you live your best life, that can help you power an entrepreneurial path, a career path for yourself. Those are the content I share. I don't share comedy. I don't share entertainment. I only share education and entrepreneurship, right? And spirituality as well, right? I don't share entertainment. I don't share, I don't sing, even though I'm a good singer. I don't sing, I don't share music or anything like that. I only share information that helps empower the African. So I look forward to to you joining my next live. But in the meantime, do have a date with me next month, first Sunday of next month. Take care, guys. See you.